Hi, it's Lethea from Farm View Creators. Today we're going to work on the Mother's Day set for the wagon. This one's called A Mother's Love, and it goes with the Interchangeable Wagon kit, all from the Rust Covered Cottage by Christina, and I'm going to use mostly paint Couture paints. I am categorizing and classifying each piece as I put it on my board, and I didn't want to get my flowers out of whack, so I just sat the paint that I wanted to use on top of them. I'm going to use my little ombre nail sponges to put the color, and I realized I needed to paint the centers, so I decided just to go in with some Van Dyke Brown stain on the centers of the flowers just to tie it into some other pieces that we'll do in a little bit. I'm going to go in with a new purple that is gorgeous. It is called Purple Moon, and then the darker pink is Lovestruck. I've used it several times before, and this lightest pink is Cherry Blossom. It'll get darker. Both of those pinks will get darker as we put more coats on. This green is Meadow, and oh my word, it's so beautiful. When I was doing the leaves, I was doing more of a pouncing instead of a brushing, just because I wanted the score lines for the veins of the stems to show up. Same here with the little mom tag. I want the word mom to show up and not be filled with paint, so I'm doing more of a pouncing. On the other pieces, I'm doing mostly brushing. These tiny little words, mother's hearts, those are very fragile, so I did pounce on those. Doing my second coat, and as I was working, I wasn't sure what I wanted the color of the words on the front panel piece for the wagon to be, but I decided to go ahead and do them purple because I already had words in pink and words in the teal, and that teal is the color Gemstone, by the way. All of these are Luxe Metallic so far, so I decided just to go in and just kind of sponge on the two pink colors on top of the purple, and I really like how it turned out. So just going to do one coat of Van Dyke Brown across all the back pieces. On the pot, I'm going to go in with British Gray. This really, truly is my favorite gray. It is just a beautiful gray. Going to give that a dry. It is a mineral acrylic from Paint Couture. Going in with my second coat, and before that second coat is dry, I'm going to go in with Mystic Gray and a fan brush. This one is a chalk style paint, and as it dries, it gets darker. And I just kind of swiped it across to give it some distressing. Also wanted to kind of highlight where, the lip of the pot is, just to kind of differentiate that piece with the base of the pot. Going in with my Debbie's DIY Dark Wax and a stenciling brush to distress everything, rubbing it back if I got it on too thick before I go in with my favorite top coat, Dead Flat. This is going to make those matte pieces totally matte flat, but it's still going to let the Luxe Metallic sparkle show through. So I love that contrast with each other. Turned out gorgeous. Again, those little tiny words are very fragile, so you have to be careful with those. If you noticed, I did not put them fully on my sticky board. Trying to jigsaw all these little pieces together and get them right before I start gluing. And I will use my art glitter glue for this. I love this glue because it does not make my fingers crusty. It dries clear, and it gives you a little wiggle room if you need to kind of slide things around to get them the way you want. On this front plate, you can still see the score lines for these words, so I'm lining it up very carefully. I love how that turned out. I had just a little piece of scrap jute, so I tied it in the tag and kind of just messed with the bow until I liked how it was, then put just a touch of glue so that it would stay turned the way I wanted it. And then I decided I needed to put the pot down first, and I really should not have separated all the flowers to glue them down. I should have kept them as one piece and glued them all as one. And then I jigsawed those leaves in there again. And there you have it. I love how it turned out. I hope you do too. Love it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.